Here we are, end of March. In fact, I think we're 29th of March, I think. We're having a... So just show you how things are going. My bulbs are up, as you can see. I've got leaves on my gooseberry in the pot. The cold frame. I've got the parsnips have come up. The carrots, which I showed you last month, they don't seem to progress much. Leeks, and that's the beetroot that I planted last month. I've just left one pea in there. The peas that I had in there have been transplanted out now. I just left that single one in there. So there we go. That's the cold frame. Now we'll come on round and we'll go in the greenhouse. Oh, I built myself a greenhouse out of polythene. Look, I'm bringing on plants, bedding plants, and so on to sell for a fundraising for the Scouts Jamboree. So we're going into the greenhouse, and I've got more than what I require, as you can see, for the reason I've just said. I'm raising money. But there you go. That potato that I was so proud of, I think it probably got so blinking cold, or the opposite, too blinking hot. It was 35 in here one day. The beetroot have shown all nice new leaves. Now I don't know whether it's just going to go to seed or whether the beetroot are going to fatten up, but we'll see. Here we go. There's all my bits and pieces that I'm growing on already. So the peppers for in here, beans to go out on the plot, courgettes, a couple of pumpkins, and marrows. Whether I'm a bit early or not, I don't know, but we've got to go for it. And I've got my large tomatoes. They're salvage seed from seed that I've been growing now for years, really. And I'm trying a little experiment with some potatoes in pots. Okay, right, let's move on down the plot. Oh well, now let's show you how those carrots are getting on. Let's go really slowly. You remember, I've got a few sweet peas there. Remember I had some carrots growing? Well, they're now putting on new leaves. I suspect they will just go to seed, but who knows, they might fatten up. I'm going to pull some tomorrow and we'll see. Right, let's go on down the... Right, outside I've sown a row of lettuce in that little raised bed, and there's the lettuce from last year. They've stood right through the winter and they're beginning to grow again. I suspect they will probably go to seed as well, but I'm going to pick a few bits and pieces from there later. Moving on round slowly, there's leaves now on all the raspberries, and the black currant bush is all leafed up. Well, young leaves, spring growth, and the red currant bush the same. So it's looking good, looking good. Then we'll just move gently along to the strawberry patch. There's all the nice new leaves. The strawberries are really beginning to buck up. And then let's go gently across to the peas. These peas I grew on in the greenhouse, and no, these aren't the ones from the greenhouse. These are the ones from the cold frame, if you remember from last month's video. Coming on good. Then our garlics are looking excellent, really. That's French garlic along the back, which is sort of a jumbo garlic, and then these along the front here, they're Isle of Wight garlics. And I've put a bit of grit round them, and the same as I've put grit round the peas, just to discourage slugs, because you can see they've made a mess of my broad beans again. I do struggle with broad beans for some reason. The plant that stood right the way through the winter is now gone. And these are the ones that were planted out later, and they seem to be doing alright. And then to move on, shallots are all beginning to show now. I think I might have lost some, I don't know, but they're beginning to show. I'll just tilled the soil and put some grit round just to discourage the slugs again. And then there's our other lower peas that have stood right through the winter, and they're nicely got flowers on. Okay, let's move on to the grapevines. They're not, oh yes, they're just beginning to show buds there, look. And I've rolled all the netting up, and just hope I can sort it out when the time comes and put it on the top. Then we go along to our little strawberry thingy that we made up, and that's showing growth. Our potatoes under that cover there, they're not showing anything yet. Then we've got our blueberries there, they're showing leafed. And then we've got asparagus, which is here, and there. Oh, there's one there, look, there's one actually come through, look. If I can aim. There's just one showing there, look. Just below the spinach, yeah, there you go. There he goes. Moving on, got strawberries in the path. This was a little experiment I did once, and it seemed to work a treat for really hot summers. The paving slabs pick up the heat, which gives you early strawberries, and then they trap the moisture underneath. I've got my last few leeks, which I'll probably pull tomorrow. The couple of broccolis there, which are now finished, and they'll come out tomorrow. And then down here in front of us, we've got that parsley, which is doing quite well. There's different leaf-sized parsleys. Then we come along to the peas, which I grew on at home in the guttering, and I've put them out and they're doing well. I've sown parsnips here, but they're not showing yet. Oh, and the compost heap over the back there is topped right up. In fact, alongside, look, I had a bit spare. I'm really fortunate to get seaweed. Then coming along, the rest of the grain has been prepared. I've left this is American outdoor cress, or land cress they call it. I've left it to go to seed, and I'm just going to scatter the seed so it acts like a green manure. See how it goes. And then our other compost bins, they're all filled up. I've put in 2 rows of potatoes, and my peach tree at the back end there has got blossom on it, and the leaves are just beginning to come out. As I say, 2 rows of potatoes, but they're dug right in, so they're not showing yet. Then I've got cauliflowers there, they're not showing cauliflowers yet. There's leaves, but no blossom on the apple tree. Well, the leaves are just beginning to bud. A little bit of rhubarb thrown through there, and the other asparagus. Pond, no frog spawn, which I'm a bit disappointed in, but who knows, it might still happen yet. Then I've got the last 2 grapevines, and then potatoes in the bins at the back end here that I showed you last time, and they're doing okay, but they've got burnt. I guess it must have been a bit of a frost, and that's what done the ones in the greenhouse, the extreme temperatures. So going round, that's the whole thing. Give you one more last look, or the whole lot. There you go. So we'll see you next month and see how things progress. Bye.